The Lost City of Atlantis, Myth or Reality? Introduction. Ever since the dawn of civilization, humans have been fascinated by lost worlds and hidden cities. But no legend has captured our imagination quite like the story of Atlantis, the mythical island described by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. Is it just a legend designed to teach a lesson? Or could it have been real, swallowed by the sea in a cataclysmic event? Today, we dive deep into the ocean of history, mythology, and science to uncover the mystery of Atlantis. The first mention, Plato's dialogue, was around 360 BC. Plato wrote to Dialogues, Timaeus, and Critias, in which he first mentioned Atlantis. According to him, Atlantis was a powerful island nation located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we know today as the Strait of Gibraltar. It was a utopian society, technologically advanced and wealthy beyond imagination. However, the Atlanteans grew greedy and corrupt. As punishment, the gods destroyed Atlantis in a single day and night of misfortune, sinking it beneath the waves forever. Atlantis, a moral lesson or true history? Some scholars believe Plato invented Atlantis purely as an allegory, a cautionary tale warning against the dangers of pride and moral decay. He used Atlantis to illustrate his philosophical ideas about ideal societies and the consequences of arrogance. But others argue that there might be a kernel of truth hidden within his story, inspired by real ancient civilizations lost to natural disasters. The search for Atlantis begins since Plato's time. Countless explorers, historians, and adventurers have tried to locate Atlantis. Some have searched in the Atlantic Ocean, believing Plato's hints point directly west of the Mediterranean. Others think it lies in the Caribbean, near the Bahamas, especially after the discovery of the so-called Bimini Road, an underwater rock formation that some claim is the remains of an ancient city. The Minoan hypothesis, one of the most compelling theories, connects Atlantis to the Minoan civilization on the island of Crete and the nearby island of Santorini, ancient Thera. The Minoans were a powerful maritime society that mysteriously collapsed around 1450 BC. A massive volcanic eruption on Santorini caused enormous tsunamis and earthquakes, destroying their cities and devastating their fleet. Many believe this sudden destruction could have inspired Plato's tale of a great civilization lost to the sea. Atlantis in the Americas in the 19th and 20th centuries. Some theorists suggested that Atlantis might have been in the Americas. Ignatius Donnelly, a U.S. congressman, wrote a famous book in 1880 arguing that Atlantis was a real place and the mother of all ancient civilizations, from the Egyptians to the Mayans. He believed Atlantis's survivors spread across the world after the catastrophe, explaining similarities between distant ancient cultures. The Caribbean mysterious Bermuda Triangle, the Caribbean's many shipwrecks, and the Bimini Road have fueled speculations that Atlantis might lie beneath the tropical blue waters. Divers have discovered large stone formations and unusual underwater structures, but scientific evidence suggests these are natural formations, not the ruins of an ancient city. Still, these discoveries keep the dream alive for many treasure hunters. Atlantis and Antarctica. Some theorists have even proposed that Atlantis might be hidden beneath Antarctica's thick ice sheets. They argue that ancient maps, like the Rees map, hint at an ice-free Antarctica coastline, suggesting a lost civilization once existed there. However, MAINSTREAM scientists consider these claims highly speculative and lacking credible evidence. Spiritual interpretation spawned physical searches. Atlantis has taken on spiritual and mystical meanings. In Theosophy and New Age beliefs, Atlantis is seen as a highly evolved society possessing advanced spiritual knowledge and psychic powers. According to these traditions, Atlantans had access to energy crystals and could communicate telepathically. Therefore symbolized the dangers of misusing advanced knowledge and technology. Atlantis in popular culture. Atlantis has inspired countless stories, movies, books, and games. From Disney's animated film Atlantis, The Lost Empire, to Marvel's Aquaman, and even countless sci-fi novels, Atlantis has become a powerful symbol of mystery and adventure. It represents humanity's eternal longing for lost knowledge, hidden treasures, and forgotten worlds. Scientific skepticism. Most archaeologists and geologists remain skeptical about the existence of Atlantis as a real historical place. They point out that there is no solid archaeological evidence supporting the idea of an advanced sunken city. Beyond the Mediterranean, they believe Plato's account was purely fictional, used to illustrate his ideas about the perfect society and human flaws. The enduring appeal despite the lack of hard evidence. The allure of Atlantis continues to grow. Its story touches something deep inside us, a combination of curiosity, nostalgia, and hope. We dream of a golden age, a perfect society lost to time, and imagine what secrets it might hold if ever discovered. Could Atlantis be real? Ultimately, the question remains open. While no definitive proof has been found, the possibility that Atlantis was based on real events or places, like the Minoan civilization, keeps researchers and adventurers motivated. Whether a metaphor or a real place, Atlantis continues to inspire us to explore, to look beyond the horizon, and to wonder what lies beneath the waves. Conclusion: myth or reality? The legend of Atlantis teaches us about the dangers of arrogance, the power of nature, and the fragility of civilization. It reminds us that even the mightiest societies can fall if they lose their moral compass. But beyond its moral message, Atlantis represents a timeless mystery, a question mark at the edge of our maps, calling us to keep searching. Perhaps, in the end, Atlantis is less about finding a lost city and more about exploring the depths of our own imagination and the endless ocean of possibilities. Maybe the real Atlantis is the spirit of adventure that lives within us all.